Okay, so will prostitution be legalized in the next, shall we say, 6 years? 4 years is the number I keep getting. So let's do 4. Will it be legalized in the next 4 years? Now, well, you know what? Let's say, will sex workers or sex work be decriminalized? Because here's the question that was posed to some of the candidates running for president is, do you support the decriminalization of sex workers? And Cory Booker said yes. Kamala Harris said yes. Sully Gabbard said yes. And Seth Moulton says yes with an asterisk. He says sex workers or sex worker or sex working, something like that, should be decriminalized, but prostitution should still be illegal. Now, I didn't look it up, but I'm like, what is the difference between a sex worker and a prostitute? Is a stripper qualified as a sex worker, but that's not illegal? So, or do they mean like massage parlor sex worker? Which, isn't that prostitution? So I don't know what they meant by that. So I can't really focus, I guess, on prostitution because maybe it's not the same thing, or maybe it is and he just isn't aware either. Because Seth Moulton said that sex workers should be decriminalized, but prostitution should still be illegal. So will sex worker be legal in the next 4 years? Now, if we get the devil, that doesn't mean it's evil. It means that this is my card for sort of like a sexual activity, lust, and sexuality. Because it's more primal, which is why that's my card for it. Because the devil to me never represented evil, because I don't really... Anyway, back to this. 2 of Cups. So there is some support for this, for the decriminalization. The Democratic candidates so far are all, not all, but those 4 that I mentioned are on board with decriminalization. And there are a lot of them, like Elizabeth Warren, who either won't get back to them or, because Elizabeth Warren said that we'll have to examine the issue further. So she wasn't really prepared to answer that question right now. So, you know, give her some time and then she'll have an answer for you. So that's what they're getting a lot of when they ask that question. 4 of Cups. There's an offer. So yeah, we have a potential on the table here for cooperation and an offer. So there's basically a legislative or a bill and then an offer. Oh, it meets its end though. There's the Tower. And then the 8 of Swords. Okay. Who drew these cards, Jesus? What's his name? Sarah Marchetti. You need to quit playing. You need to go and redo this card. I'm not fooling with y'all today. I'm not doing it. Jesus Christ, I can't do it. Lord, have all the mercy. Oh, I can't do it. So, we have the cooperation. The Four of Cups. I don't know what it means. It means something. I told you already. And then the Tower. So we sort of meet an unexpected end to the cooperation. And then you have the powerlessness. The powerlessness of the Eight of Swords. The naked person in the bubble. I can't. Two of Swords. Indecision, stalemate. So it meets one defeat, but it's not something that is going to be taken off the table forever. Yeah, there's a future for it still. This is a hope card, which means hope for the future. So there's still a future for this because it's going to come back up again. Queen of Coins, stability. You know, this feels like the old time matrons or the sort of lady of the house who she's a person of means, you can tell. She's basically a pimp. She has girls that work for her and they sort of run an agency. So you can come in and as long as you behave yourself with the girls, they will continue to do business with you. But if not, you will be cut off. And she is strong. She is iron-willed. You're not going to push her over because she's running a legitimate business. You know, you're some guy who, you know, is not really interested in the hi, how are you? What's your name? What are your interests? It's just, you know, whatever. You want to pay and move on. And so she has a service that will allow you to do so, but what you're not going to do is, you know, mishandle the goods, if you shall. That's kind of what I feel with that one. And then the Four of Wands. So the door is not closed. If you can get the White House opened to this idea, because mind you, it is not just women who prostitute, it is men, but it is young people as well. And that is the thing that is going to be... But see, I don't know what they mean by sex worker. What is a sex worker? And it's not just a person who works for sex, because apparently they don't mind the decriminalization of sex workers, but some of them are against prostitution. So what the hell is a sex worker? I don't know. I think Seth Moulton just had that wrong. Because ain't that what? Anyway. Queen of Swords, there's the law. Coincidentally, Kamala Harris as well. And then once money comes behind it, it becomes a different issue. Money moves matters in government, no matter what it is. So right now they have a it will go into an initial stage. This is the layout. It will go into an initial stage because it has cooperation and support. It will meet its end, but with the right kind of motivation, it resurfaces. Oh, Lord, have all the mercy. I want you to have all the mercy because I don't have any. I can't even get that open. I can't.